So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know you know this makeup, but the only difference is, my hair. So this is motivational type of segment. If you hear the noise, I'm in my room, but my house is right by the road. So anyhow, I know a lot of people struggle with going to college and they don't know if they belong there or if they should quit or whatnot. I mean, to each his own. Sometimes people start college and it's not for them and they quit, and it worked out for them in the longer run. I mean, my parents have always instilled in me nothing beats education, and I have always lived by that. So what happened is, when I was in high school, I used to get good grades. I used to always, like, if I'm not first in my class, I'm second, whatever the case is, and I'm always good in the science subjects because I did natural sciences in high school and college. But then when I went to the university now, I went to UA in Jamaica. It was a different ball game. Let me tell you, it was a different ball game. And I did chemistry, biochemistry. That's my major in college. But I used to love chemistry. To be honest with you, I love chemistry more than biochemistry. But chemistry just never seemed to love me back. It never seemed to love me back. And like, I used to always do good into the labs. But when it come on to the theory part, I was like, what is this? A Spanish this? Or French? It wasn't clicking to me. And it's like, I was like, no sir, but am I supposed to be doing this? Like, is this for me? I started to question myself. Like, am I supposed to be doing chemistry? Am I supposed to be in college at all? And I wanted, like I've always lived to say, not only making myself proud but also my parents. When you have that thing where you don't want to disappoint your parents, that was the thing for me. I didn't want to disappoint my parents. And my mom worked very hard and my dad worked very hard. And that when they pay for your college, and it's like my mom, what happened is, this is kind of personal, but she paid for my college, like she paid cash. So she used to pay by term. So one time, like, I failed one of my classes, and it's not like I could say, let me tell her that I failed one of my classes. I wanted to tell her so badly, and I was so scared because I don't know, when you calculate the amount of money that you have to spend for one class, for one course, it's like your heart start beat fast. You don't know what to do. I found myself crying and crying and crying and crying. When they give us the test, and the test, like, you're looking at the test and like, Jesus Christ, like, what is this? Like, I know some of you out there know what I'm talking about. And it's like you're looking for help and no help. You want to go to the teachers never have time for you, or you have so much classes to do that you have to try to keep up. It's like there's not enough hours into the day, not even to get a shut eye, to say, let me sleep for like a good 8 hours. No, you don't know what 8 hours feel like when you're in college. Sometimes it's like you're glad for the break. When you see summertime come, it's like you're glad for it. But then when it's, when you do your exams and you're waiting for the results, and some of the classes them is like, that it is tedious, that it was tedious, and you're waiting for the results. And like, for me, like, I love when you say fret, when you say worry, call my name. And like, it's not like I don't have any faith, but it's like, that sometimes you do an exam and you're not too sure about it, and it's only God can pull you out, and it's only God can give you the D, because sometimes you want the D, you know. Sometimes it's just a D you want to just tell me pass, because I can't do this course again. Just God, just give me the D. If you not give me nothing, just give me D. Let me pass. You know, let me pass. Even if you know that some of the times you do the exam and it's like, you know, say I fail, but you're just having that hope, like, if it's even a D, you know. I know y'all know how I feel. So, like, not strain, but I feel one of the classes I had to tell my mom. And she was the type of mom where, you know, she encouraged me and said, oh, you could do it, you know, just try again. And if it wasn't for that, I don't know how I would have managed. And I do the class again. And I feel again, Mr. Jesus, it was a good thing that it was the first year, and it's like it doesn't go towards your GPA. At that time, it's like when you, even though you feel, because it was, I think it's not entry level, what is it? I forgot, but it didn't go towards the GPA, and I feel it again, and I can't tell my mother this, you know. So you know how you can do like extra courses, and because when, like, if you do a certain amount of credits, you can just, it's like one flat school fee. So I make sure to squeeze in that into it, so I don't have to tell my mother that I failed the class again. So, you know, she have to give me more money to pay for the class. But on the third time I did it, and I passed it, and I'm like, you know, I have to do chemistry for the whole time, because you know when you have that faith, like, oh, you know, maybe it's just this one class and you can do it. And I said to myself, you know, I'm gonna do chemistry. And it just always was a tedious subject for me. Just the theory part, some of it, but not the labs. Like, I loved the labs, but the other part never loved me back. To be honest with you, it never loved me back. But biochemistry wasn't bad, and I had always loved the sciences. But you know, when you're in high school, it's like it's a whole different ball game to when you come to university level. So I'm just saying this to say that never give up on what you want to do. Like, say for instance, so you start college and it's hard, you try again. If it's something like, you know how sometimes people, you have some bright people, you know, them not even have to study, them just read one time and them get it, and you're like, all right, brains box, all right. And it's like you wonder what happened to you, why you can't get it. You want to dumb so. But then you look into it and you say, you know what? If they can do it, I can do it too. And if they can, if they don't study, you don't watch that. You make sure you study, because you know what you can do from what you can't do, and you study twice as hard. You understand what I'm saying to you? Make sure you study twice as hard if you know that a certain subject is not that like easily grasped to you. And whatever, it may not even be school, whatever you put your mind to, make sure you do it to the best of your ability. Don't do it halfway and feel like, okay, then it get tough and I'm not gonna do it anymore. Nothing in life comes easy. Nothing in life is gonna fall into your lap and like, oh, here, come get it, Shanique. No, you have to fight hard for what you want, because you see, this life, this is a dog eat dog world, and you know that every time when you want something, nothing good ever come easily, because then when you get it, it's like, all right, I get it. But then when you work hard for something, it's like you feel so proud of it. It might seem minute to another person, but to you it's like the world, because you know what, you know how hard you had to work to get it. And it makes it much more, it makes you much more appreciative. So I say this for you guys, like, don't give up. Never give up. Never throw in the towel, because you can fail 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, but that don't mean you're a failure. But if you get up each and every time and say, you know what, I can do this, you don't know how much of a triumphant, like how much of a big win that is. When you brush yourself off and you say, you know what, I'm going to do this. This is for me. And even if it's not for you, you get up and you brush yourself off and you find a different way of doing it. And another way of doing it if it never worked the time before. And if it don't work the next time, try again. Always try and try and try and try. If college is not for you, you have to be the one to determine that. But never give up on life and say, okay then, I do not know what I'm going to do. Or I'm just going to sit down here and God is going to bless me. Yes, God is going to bless you, but guess what? You have to work hard for what you want. You understand what I'm saying? You have to work hard for everything that you have, that you want to gain. You have to work hard for it. It may not come easy. It may come easy to somebody else. So you may think that, okay, this come easy to that person. You don't know what that person got through to get what they have. You understand what I'm saying? You may think it come easy to that person, but they had to fight to get it. But you don't see that because not everybody show their struggle. Everybody has their own struggle. Everybody has their own weakness, own demons, whatever to fight, whatever the case is. It's just that yours may be different. Yours is different from everybody else's. So let me tell you this, guys. Just pick up yourself, dust yourself off, and just keep it pushing. That's all you have to do. Just keep it pushing. Don't wait for things to happen for you. And while you're working, pray. While you're working, pray. You don't even have to go into a whole big prayer to say, let me kneel down. Of course you want to kneel down and show reverence. But sometimes you can just whisper a word of prayer. Like you're on the train and you're like, God, you see and you know, like, you know, talk to God like how you'll talk to your friends. You understand me? Like, let me tell you something, Jesus. I got through this, you know. And, like, I can't handle it. Take the burden from me, Jesus. Take the case and give me the pillow. You ever hear Jamaicans say that yet? Take the case and give me the pillow. Sometimes you just have to just talk to God like how you talk to your friends. Reason with him. Like, you know, Jesus, you're my party, you know. You know, you're my boss, man, you know, Jesus. You're my daddy. And you know what? You're not going to give me more than I can bear. And I trust you. And I believe in you. And only you one can pull me through this. You know? What a reason with Jesus. And guess what? He will come through for you. He will come through for you. Trust me. And a lot of times we pass the simplest of things and think that, okay, that is not a blessing. It is a blessing when you wake up and your eyes can open and you can smell and you can see and you can hear and you can move and you can chat. You understand me? So my mom always said, once there's life, there's hope. She loves that, you see. Once there's life, there's hope. My mom, she always said, once there's life, there's hope. So you see, because once there's life, there's hope, you're going to pick up yourself and you're going to do what you need to do. Remember, not everybody's path is your path. Make your own path. But ask God for the guidance to see you through while you're walking along your path. Be blessed. The Empress says.